Hi there. In this video, I want to talk about some of the mistakes to avoid in Google Ads recommendations. I've created other videos about the recommendations page. It's an important page, good for your management, and a lot of automation. So it's really great for some of those things. But there are some mistakes you should avoid with recommendations. And one of the first ones is just applying all recommendations without checking them. I had a client once who had recommendations for hundreds of keywords, and he thought because it was coming from the Google Ads system, he believed that it was all correct, and he applied them. And within a few days, he had spent all his budget. He had set a high budget, and quickly all of it was used up because a lot of them were broad match, and they drove a lot of searches that were not relevant. So he did not actually take time to look at them, and he just applied them. So that's not a good thing. Don't just apply recommendations. If you look in here, it says apply all. And some people make the mistake of thinking, oh, this looks good, use display expansion, apply all without looking, or remove conflicting negative keywords. That will really have a major impact. Or just adding ads, like here it says add responsive search ads, and then you just click apply all. Many times these recommendations are based on what, in fact, all the time, is based on what the system thinks is going to help to improve your campaigns. And that's not accurate. Remember, this is a machine, it's a system that's scanned and thought it would help. But in most cases, not. And what if you click on one of them, for example, and you click view, for example, this responsive search ad, and it's saying updated, and you look, sometimes it will add some text which is not really great. So you probably need to change that and just go through each of them. Yes, it will take you some time, and you obviously have to go through each of them individually, but it will really save you a lot of budget waste. It will save your campaigns from performing poorly. So it's important that you check each of them and make sure they're relevant for you. And another mistake that people do is they totally ignore recommendations. In fact, they just manage their campaigns. And you can leverage the machine learning system by applying or dismissing things in here. So it's important to regularly check, maybe once a week, once a month, if you're not getting, if your campaigns are quite low, just to check what's going on and dismiss or apply any. And that just increases your optimization score and trains the system to send you better recommendations. And sometimes there are people who also make this mistake. They look at something and they think, oh, okay, it's telling me bid more efficiently with maximized conversions. I don't like that. I don't think it's relevant. So they just ignore it. What you should do, if you don't think it's relevant, just go in there and say dismiss it, dismiss all or whatever, and then give a reason, like maybe I want control over bids or whatever is relevant for you. Or if none of these make sense, then include other and reason. What that does is it trains the system to send you better recommendations. So it's not going to send you the same one again, especially if you've just dismissed it. It may bring it back again if it has updated its algorithm and seen that it may help you with that. So that's a mistake people make. They just think, oh, that's not relevant, and they just ignore it and they don't dismiss it. You should also dismiss as you're applying those that are relevant. And another mistake that is common is people allow the auto apply to be on, and you need to be careful with that. It says save time with auto apply, but you know, many times when that happens, those recommendations are not going to be relevant, and it's going to affect your campaigns. I've seen this over and over again where clients are pulling their hair out and they're not understanding why their campaigns keep underperforming. It's because their recommendations are auto applied and the system is just applying things that are not relevant. um, it may save you time, but it will really affect your campaign. So if you go into some of these, you can see, like here, for example, it says you can auto apply, add new keywords, create dynamic search ads. Definitely don't do that. Mine are deselected at the moment, and I wouldn't allow that. Now, if you want to do it, obviously you can just click add new keywords as one of those that you want to auto apply and then save. But I really believe you should check these carefully, because any great work you've done in the past could just be wiped out by allowing this, and your performance will drop. So that's another one to look out for and to be careful for. So those are some of the things to just be aware of regarding recommendations. It's a good page, many good features, but one that you need to really manage well.